Hello guys, let's start our next lesson. It will be dedicated to big jumps in your left hand. This is when you have to change position of your hand very quickly. Let me show the example on which we will understand how to do that. This is excerpt from my piece called Barocco. The PDF of it you can download and you will find the link under this video. Again, as we already talked about this in our previous video, music consists of 3 layers. For example, in this excerpt, we can see that it consists of melody, this is the melody, and bass line, the bass line gives volume to sound, and we have middle part which shouldn't be louder than melody and bass, because if it is too loud then it will make all the music too heavy, and our purpose to make music transparent, that we can clearly see this is melody, this is bass, and this is something in the middle. And the trick in this exact excerpt that we're working on now is that left hand has to do both functions, because the middle part is taken by both hands. You see, the melody is played by these fingers. Meanwhile, the middle part is played by these fingers, and left hand plays bass line, and at the same time it's rushing to the middle part of the keyboard to help our right hand to cope with the feeling of the music, with the middle part. And left hand has to be fast, accurate, precise, and at the same time it has to be smart, because the bass should be played heavy and the middle part has to be played very lightly. But now let's get back to the main subject of our lesson, is that the left hand has to be very precise and fast, and it has to jump off these notes, these keys, and land precisely here. How can we exercise this? How I usually do this is that I keep my hand on the keys from where I will jump off, but my eyes are already here on these 2 keys where I have to land on, and while I'm still sitting here, my both eyes are already here, and I have to make a very fast move with my hand, with my left hand, exactly on these two keys that I already see. And you have to know exactly which fingers you will be using. Very logical to use your first finger and second finger. So till the very last moment I was sitting very firmly on these bass keys. When with my eyes I prepared the landing point, only then I move my hand very quickly here, and I don't press the keys. Only after I made sure that I'm precisely exactly on that keys that I need, I press them. Then I have to prepare my next landing point, which is here. So sitting here on these two keys, having rest, my eyes are already here, all my attention is here, and I have to do my next leap. Only when I made this leap and I made sure that I'm exactly where I have to be, only then I press it. And I have to press it very deeply and heavily because this is the bass line. And again, my eyes are already here. Only when I made sure that I'm exactly here, only then I press it. So my ears, they get used to this precise sound that I don't allow myself to do such things. For example, because if you don't prepare the position, the landing point with your eyes, with your ears, if you don't prepare it with your brain first of all, then you cannot command your hand to do a good job. Only your brain commands your hand, and this is the main point of working on piano music in general, because you have to manage so many lines, so many things going on in all directions. I hope it was helpful. Was it? I really hope.